Setter with Gino Green Global. I remember that because nobody was rocking that prior to you doing it.
Yeah, definitely.
So what happened with that whole situation? I think a lot of people wanted to know. Otherwise in the jive, like we never found out like what happened with that whole situation.
Yeah, I mean Gino Green Global. Shout out to the whole Gino Green staff. They still being productive. They still doing things. They got a lot about to happen.
Right.
And basically, it was just something that I carried with me. Number 9, that's the born number. I was being born into the game at the time.
Yeah.
So I was representing it, and it influenced a lot of other artists to wear it as well. You know what I'm saying? And we made a lot of money off of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good checks off of Gino Green. Salute to Prince and Ant. You know what I'm saying? They still doing their thing, but just
2 more questions. One thing is when you had the Thugacation, and I always hear you talk like, yeah, that's the squad.
Definitely.
And I thought it was, because I had it confused, I thought it was like it's just a squad, that's your group, but you have a label movement. So I guess my question is, what's going on with Thugacation?
Yeah.
And also like, what are we gonna see with this label that you're coming with?
Yeah, more or less, Thugacation, they still focus. Thugacation is a way of life. It represents the educated thug. And just to elaborate on that, things like Lil Library, not saying go out there and commit a crime, because not all people in the penal system are guilty.
Right.
So if you ever find yourself in one of those situations, go to that Lil Library, and it might be the difference between you doing time and coming home. So when I say Thugacation, that's what when I say educated thug, that's what we represent, things of that nature. We have a lot of artists that fall under the Thugacation umbrella. Look out for Manson, Dada Stone, Pat Baller, T-Mac, C Brown, DJ New, the list goes on, E-Dub, the producer. We all, it's a movement, it's a way of life, and that's going full blast. On King of New York mixtape, they featured on there, they will be featured on my album, and we will get a Thugacation album. As far as the label, the title of the label is Honor Before Money. And what's going on with Honor Before Money, that's the label that we're going to release my first album, and I'll Surrender Dream under. You understand what I'm saying? Distributed, which will be distributed by a major. You understand what I'm saying? Because we in negotiations, we're wrapping it up right now. But just to answer your question, Thugacation is the way of life, the movement, the family. We've been Thugacated our entire lives before we even came into the music industry. It's something we represent, knowledge itself, and street knowledge. Honor Before Money is the label that I will be releasing my album underneath.
Right, yeah, a lot of people, like I said, a lot of people was confused because when you came with the label, it was like, I thought Thugacation was the label.
Yeah, definitely. Nah, it's all one family. Street Sweepers Entertainment, we all one family.
Okay.
All one family.
Just one more question. I wanted to ask, do you ever feel like, people say, well, look at where everybody else is going, where Corey Guns got signed to Young Money, Mano's on Atlantic, who else was on that cover? Joel Ortiz with Slaughterhouse, Shady 4-5, the whole Shady Camp. Do you ever feel like being with K-Slay, sometimes people want to know, does that ever pull you back? Like it says like, a lot of East Coast artists that are coming, the new guys, you're part of that class. You were the only one that didn't come yet. That's how people see it. So do you ever feel like, not that you might feel like it, but could you agree with how people could see like, you see he over here with K-Slay and Street Sweepers. At one time they wasn't even cool with Calvin, so maybe that might have held you back. Do you ever see how they see that?
To be honest with you, just to keep it 1,000 with you, since I've been on the scene, I've been getting hated on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people did a lot of things to block me from going where I needed to go. Always. Always. And I'm just not the type of dude, it's the difference between networking and dick riding, you know what I'm saying? I'm not the type of dude to just be all on somebody else just because they successful. I don't really respect artists that work with other artists just because they hot. You should work with an artist, because of the talent, because they're influencing you to want to join and do something together. So I'm not really the type of dude just because these dudes is hot. Oh, let me go over here and try to get signed. Oh, this cat is hot. Let me go over here and try to be up under him. Nah, I'm from Brooklyn, we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But just to answer your question about K-Slay holding me back, nah, I doubt it. K-Slay brought a lot to the table with my situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm loyal. I'm a loyal dude. Somebody give me an opportunity, I intend on following through with it. You know what I'm saying? We made a lot of money together. You know what I'm saying? I fed my family off of the movement, so I don't have no complaints at all. You know what I'm saying? But I am the most fed MC, man. Like it's shit I can tell y'all that'll spin your head around. Some of these high caliber dudes who hated on me from day one. When I first came on the scene, they was nervous. So, when you see obstacles thrown in front of me, and when you see me, and it seems like, damn, why is this dude being held back? Because the people want to know. I get asked these questions all the time. You know what I'm saying? The people, they getting curious as to why certain things are not coming out how they supposed to and should be. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, a lot of hatred and a lot of, you know, they like to hold cats back from, you know, going where they need to go.
Right.
That don't stop me. I stand on my own too, and you know we gonna rise.
Yeah. I just appreciate you not falling to the trap, because being with the King of New York thing, I kind of seen like where they was going with Maine on. I was like, oh, here we go. You know what I'm saying? Like some of the dudes I was trying to interview him. I'm not gonna even give those idiots the time of the day, but I'm just glad that you never, like you and Maine never fell into that trap. Like they was asking, oh well, he made this King of New York. How do you feel about that? And they just kept bringing your name up in the interview. I'm like, yo, he ain't even talking about that. Like, why y'all keep breaking it there? Like,
I even heard him ask the dude, like, you know what I'm saying? You got a problem with Pat?
Yeah, like,
I mean, I got knowledge of self. You know that that doesn't move me. None of that moves me. None of that stops me from going where I need to go. I am the King of New York. Anybody who want to contest that fact, you know, I'm available for however you want to contest it or deal with it. That's that. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. Like it or love it, King of New York.
Can you let people know when they can expect the album, whether it's next year, first quarter or second quarter?
Yeah, most definitely. At this present time, I got the single out right now. It's titled I'm Like That, You Not Like That, You Ain't Like That. You know what I'm saying? Produced by Ron Browse. You know, it's going crazy in the streets right now. It's all over the place. You know, we moving the single at full blast. Shout out to all the DJs, Cosmic Kev in Philly, you know what I'm saying? KG in Connecticut, you know, Providence. I can go on and on, you know what I mean, with the DJs that's important at this present time. The album is coming top of the year, the Nasarima Dream. You know what I mean? I can't give you an exact date right now because we're still finalizing everything. But ride with me, pure, authentic hip-hop at its purest form. It's coming full-fledged. And you mentioned the alphabet earlier. I got part 2.
Wow.
You know, if you notice when I did part 1, in the end I started going backwards and Slade stopped me.
Wow.
It actually goes all the way back to A, which is, you know, going to be the first release. Well, I can't say the first release, but, you know, one of the first release off my album, video, everything. You know what I mean? Full-fledged Alphabetical Slaughter part 2. See the A, look forward to it. You know what I'm saying? So the album is coming top of the year, man.